From the moment it was revealed that Boruto Uzumaki had learned the Purple Lightning Jutsu, it's been a topic that's been pretty divisive. Some fans think it's pretty cool to see the tradition of the older generation passing down the jutsu to the new generation of ninjas. Other fans have absolutely rebelled against it because they want to see Boruto create his own jutsu, especially after Mitsuki already used Purple Lightning in the manga. Things have gotten even more confusing once the anime showed Boruto using Purple Lightning in the Chunin exams. However, unlike what we were actually told, Boruto was only able to use the jutsu because he had a scientific ninja weapon tool that he used when he cheated in the Chunin exams against Shinki. This has led to some fans asking, does Boruto truly know the Purple Lightning? Well, in today's video, I want to put a rest to that with the definitive answer to Boruto actually knowing the Purple Lightning Jutsu. Now, if you're a longtime follower of my work here over on Naruto Explained or over on my first channel, Kryptonian Saiyan, you'll know that I've cited two sources repeatedly for Boruto learning Purple Lightning. Now, the first is the character profile for Boruto in the manga, which has spoiled ninjutsu that Boruto used well before he actually used them in the anime. A perfect example was the Gale Palm Jutsu. We saw that in the character profile a long time before we actually saw him use it in the anime. Now, the second, which is going to be the actual focus of this video, is the Sasuke Shinden novel, The Teacher's Star Pupil. In the past, I've mainly referenced the character profile, but once it became clear that Viz Media had the rights to the Sasuke Shinden novel, I wanted to wait for an official translation to go over the scene so as to not use the unofficial translation that I was given in 2018. So I've been sitting on this scene for quite a while now. Now, for a bit of context here for those of you guys who are new, this scene that comes from the novel occurs after Sasuke's taken over as the teacher for Team 7. He's begun training Team 7, but the level of difficulty in the training's first step to learn the jutsu Sasuke showed them requires highly advanced chakra control. It has Team 7 struggling harder than we've ever seen them struggle before. It's in this scene here where Sasuke oversees the training that Sasuke steps in and he pulls out a copper kunai, and without much effort, Sasuke ends up shattering the sound barrier with a monstrous boom from the force of the jutsu as Sasuke casually launches the jutsu and shows more destructive capability than he did the first time he did the same thing earlier on in the novel. Now, it's in this moment right here that Sasuke continues teaching that we finally get confirmation of Boruto's Purple Lightning. Now that the context's been added, it's here I'm going to begin reading the scene in question, and it's here that I began quoting. Both eyebrows now raised, he followed Sasuke as he led them to the top of a cliff. The front of the rock face that he'd seen destroyed in the far off distance yesterday had been carved away by Sasuke's kunai and the ensuing landslide. This technique is an application of lightning style. Sasuke pulled out a brown kunai like he'd used before as the students bobbed their heads up and down. "Hey Papa, what's that? What's that red kunai?" Sarada asked. "It's copper. It conducts electricity well." Sasuke readied the weapon in his hand. With a traditional lightning style attack, you hit your opponent with a powerful voltage to cause damage. Boruto, your Purple Lightning is just like that, but this technique is fundamentally different. It makes use of the fact that powerful electrical currents generate magnetic fields, a principle that the scientific ninja weapon team recently discovered. They're calling it electromagnetic induction, Sasuke said. Boruto scoffed at the words scientific ninja weapon team. Sasuke turned to look at the rock face in the distance and stretched out his arm, balancing the kunai on the middle of his finger. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. Position the weapon in the direction of your target and set 2 bolts of electricity on either side. Electricity then began to crackle upward from Sasuke's palm. Then you throw the kunai so it passes through those 2 electric currents. Sasuke then tossed the kunai casually. Boom! The instant the bolts on either side touched it, the kunai shot forward, fast enough that it shattered the sound barrier with a thunderous boom. It mowed down all the trees in the forest and it crashed into the remaining rock face. The technique generated a force that was on a different level than anything that the bare hand could manage. It was different than anything Boruto seen before. He doubted that the Hokage himself, his own father, could throw the kunai even faster. Sasuke turned his back to his stunned students. End quote. So what I really love here is the fact that Sasuke directly states that Boruto Boruto has the purple lightning jutsu. While this is likely going to irritate some fans that Boruto pulled his own version of time skip Sasuke, who showed up in the manga using different versions of the chidori that were learned off screen, like the chidori senbon and the chidori stream, and so on and so forth. And let's not even talk about the fact that Sasuke developed Kirin off screen. The fact is that we never actually saw Sasuke train to learn that. Now, for me personally, I'm completely fine with that though, because Boruto was originally intended to be a character who was meant to learn jutsu really fast, but he was also someone who was supposed to cut corners when he did so, which led to his fundamentals not actually being the best in some cases, which is something that Sasuke himself takes note of. During the Momoshiki arc, he tells Boruto that he would teach him more advanced lightning style jutsu after he actually commits himself to learning the basics of lightning style jutsu. And in the subsequent arc in the manga, we see Boruto using the Uchiha style shuriken jutsu that mixes in lightning release, which is a sign that Sasuke's trained him off screen some, which is further implied by the time we get to the start of the vessel arc of the Boruto manga, which we know has a 1-year gap since the start of the Momoshiki arc. Now, the fact that we see Sasuke including Boruto in the training for the Lorenz gun shows that Sasuke does think that Boruto has improved enough when it comes to learning the basics of lightning release jutsu that he can teach him higher level lightning style jutsu. While it's never confirmed, chances are it was actually Kakashi who broke down how to use the purple lightning. In all honesty, it does make most sense for purple lightning to be the jutsu that Boruto learns, since he can't hope to learn the chidori since he doesn't have a sharingan, a jutsu Kakashi himself says he could not complete without the sharingan's eye of insight, and a jutsu that Sasuke flat out states requires the sharingan to use safely. Sure, Boruto's Shogun is a real thing, but given how infrequently it pops up, that's never going to be a justification to teach Boruto a jutsu until the eye itself is addressed. Now, this is also a jutsu that Kakashi himself says that he created in direct response to losing the sharingan and the ability to use the raikiri safely, which we know from the Kakashi Hiden novel that takes place after the end of the 4th Great Ninja War. It also makes a lot of sense to learn the sister jutsu to the chidori that can be used by a non-sharingan user. The parallel to Boruto and Sasuke is also pretty sweet when you think about it. Sasuke had the chidori passed down to him by Kakashi, and now Boruto's inherited the purple lightning jutsu from Kakashi as well. I personally enjoy this scene because it has the confirmation of the purple lightning, as well as the first signs of Boruto's strong dislike for anything that's associated with scientific ninja weapon tech, even if it's something as small as the ninja weapon tech team suggesting a way to improve a jutsu that already exists. This novel directly sets up some of the development that you guys should be seeing in the Boruto anime by the time you guys are seeing this video. So I hope this is one where you guys look back at it and you guys enjoy it. However, that's going to be it for this installment of Sasuke Shinden. I'll be sure to be back with another installment soon. So how do you guys feel about Boruto's purple lightning now that it's been confirmed? Let me know down in the comment section below, but as always guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.